Hello again, my dudes. Welcome back to the channel. This is Kadima bringing you another Elden Ring DLC build video. This time inspired by a fellow YouTuber, Gigasthiccas, or whatever his name is pronounced. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I was just on YouTube checking, looking for some new ideas, and I came across this guy, and he had found out a very funny way to pump up some fist weapons up to more than 1,000 attack rate. So that got me interested, got into it, gave it a try, tweaked it to my flavor, and I came up with this build which I'm bringing you. Thank you to the guy who offered the inspiration, Gigasthiccas. Again, I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name. If it isn't, I'm sorry. But let's look into the build. We are using the Venomous Fang, and we have infused it with a cult. Now, this thing has no Ash of War. You can change it to whatever you want, and that's what we did by giving it the Shriek of Sorrow and infusing it with the Occult. The attribute scaling then changes Strength E and Dexterity D, and it becomes B with Arcane. In terms of attributes required, it's very low, just 9 strength, 9 dexterity, so you don't really have to invest much to be able to use this thing. On our left hand, we got the Poison Hand from the DLC, which has an attribute scaling of strength E and arcane A. Attributes required for this one are a bit more demanding, strength 8, dexterity 8, and 28 arcane. We're going to be going full arcane for this build, because as you can see on the passive effects of both weapons, it will cause a poison buildup of 149 for the Fang and 142 for the Hand. However, we're not going to be using the Hand at all. The Hand is here on the offhand simply because of its bonus, as if you read the description, it raises the attack power when poisoning occurs in the vicinity. And by two-handing or having a Venomous Fang on each hand, every 3 to 4 hits you will get the poison to proc. This will boost your damage. The Mushroom Crown will boost your damage. The Kindred of Rot will boost your damage. And also you will already have boosted damage because of the Shriek of Sorrow. If you read the description of the Ash of War, it's a skill utilized by the downtrodden. Screaming causes nearby enemies to flinch, while also recalling deep-seated resentment, boosting attack power based on the amount of HP remaining. The lower the HP, the greater the effect. Now, at full HP, I can tell you that if you consume an Exalted Flesh, and then you do the Shriek of Sorrow, and then you proc the Rotten Winged Sword Insignia and the Millicent's Prosthesis, at full HP, you'll be having more than 1,200 attack rate with this thing. Now, all it needs is for the poison to proc while you are fully buff, and these two to proc as well, and the damage is just gonna go crazy. Also, for PvE and PvE only, I don't really recommend this thing for invasions, because the range of the Venomous Fang is not great. You have to be very close target, you are very exposed. Even with 103 poise, I get interrupted constantly because these weapons offer you no hyper armor whatsoever, and if you go into trading with people, they might stun lock you, and you might lose the fight. So if you're surrounded by 3 or 4 people in invasions, it's a tough one to pull. But in the arena, you can't use the flask. However, if you're playing PvE and fighting bosses with this thing, which you can, as I'm about to demonstrate, I suggest going with the Blood-Sucking Cracked Tear, because it will increase our attack power while draining HP, which is, in this case, it's actually a good thing, because the Shriek of Sorrow will give us more damage if we have lower HP. So this is a win-win situation in this case. Thorny Cracked Tear temporarily boosts successive attack power, and this boosts on top of these two, so you're very good to go. So what I suggest in the arena is just do some running R1s, or maybe some running R2s if you can. I tried to do running R1 to R2, but it did not really combo. But in any case, the build itself is solid. It depends a lot on how quickly you can kill your opponents. This because the Exalted Flesh buff only lasts for 30 seconds. And the Shriek of Sorrow only lasts for 40 seconds. So you gotta get on top of them, you gotta get the damage going, you gotta proc the enemy poison to get all the buffs going. just to finish it off, as I said, I'm using the Mushroom Crown, Armor of Solitude for the extra poise, Rakshasa's Gauntlets for extra damage, and Rakshasa's Greaves for extra damage. The Kindred of Rot will help with the attack power increase when poison happens, and Bull Goat's Talisman just so we are meaty and tanky enough to take attacks from the enemies while sustaining our own attacks. And in this case, he gives us up to 103 poise. So that's very neat to have. I do recommend having the Mimic tier helping you if you're gonna fight bosses, because he's gonna proc the poison as well by using the Venomous Fang, getting everything to proc faster, as you are about to see. Again, credit to the creator of this build. The original idea came from Gigasthiccas. Again, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. But let's go for the examples. If you're new to the channel, I do appreciate if you could help the channel and subscribe. If you're a regular viewer, thank you again for the continuous support. But enough talk, let's see this build in action. As per usual, we're starting with the Black Knight. We're going to consume that Exalted Flesh, get that Flask ready. Shriek of Sorrow first. Here we go with the Flask. Just dodge that. And now take a look at how quickly everything just melts. Jesus, this is a fist weapon. It's just crazy. GG, Black Knight. Now for the Fiend, and by the end of this fight, I'm actually going to show you the stats, just so you see how crazy the attack rate goes with this build. Unfortunately, the Mimic continues to be the same idiot. He just has an obsession with those outside the fog. Oh, he finally woke up. Yes, Mimic, there's a boss there. Why don't you give us a hand so I can buff and try not to die? There we go. Thank you for your help. Now I can buff, get that Exalted Flesh going, get that Flask ready, Shriek of Sorrow, and now here we go. Just spam that R1. I actually got hit. I don't mind, it buffs my damage, and there you go. GG. Let's take a look at the attack rate, 2,598. Jesus. But now for the PvP. This is the idea with this build, at least for me, was I have to kill the opponents as quickly as possible so I can get the most possible damage going and the highest possible buffs with the attack rate increase. And there you go. First one was already done. Second one, I'm actually going to show you at the end of the fight the crazy attack rate we get with this thing. Just avoid those attacks, get some damage going, avoid there again, and there we go. Easily checking the stats, easily 1063 attack rate. And the funny thing is that that's not the highest you can go. You can go more than 1200. And you are going to see it very soon. Not in this fight, but in the next one. But take a look at how much damage we get when everything procs. The damage is just crazy. The poison also helps because it will apply pressure to the opponents. So there you go, another quick fight. But in this one in particularly, I actually managed to achieve more than 1200 attack rate with this thing. And I want you guys to take notice of that. Take a look of how much damage we're gonna get going on. We're gonna have to dodge this bullshit though. Here we go. And now let's get some hits going. The jumping R1, then some running R2s, and then just poke the man. And let's take a look at the attack rate. 1217. That's just crazy for a fist weapon. Props to Gigasthiccas again for finding out about this and for the inspiration for this build. I think I just put it on a bit more damage and a bit higher attack rate than he did, but still I prefer it this way. I like to do as much damage as I possibly can in the shortest amount of time. But there you go. This guy is actually, I'm going to wait for him to die to the poison, because the poison is a thing with this build. You don't even have to finish your opponent if you don't want to. The deadly poison will do the job. But again, here we go. Exalted Flesh, Shriek of Sorrow. This guy's got quite a bit of armor, but not a problem. We're gonna be offensive unless he decides to go Curse you, Bale! Which is fine, because that gives us a free attacking R1. Here we go. I actually wanted to attack him, but I had to dodge. He's going to do the full move. That's fine. That gives me an opening. Get some more attack running R1s. Here he goes again. Is he going to go Curse you, Bale? probably. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, there you go. Curse you, bail! But that's a win because I get the free a running attack. There you go. GG. Now for the next one. We got this lovely fellow with a tremendous amount of poison armor and a great katana. So, oh, the reach of that is actually nasty. I have to be careful. Here we go. Try to stay away from that thing. Running R1s. Try to get the damage procs. See if I can get some damage in as well. Shriek of Sorrow again. Unfortunately, the Exalted Flesh has expired, but it's okay. We still do a nice bit of damage if we get everything to proc. The poison is there, so that's good. Ooh, how did that hit me? Not a problem, just stay away, avoid hits. Oh, again, I'm not even in the same direction as the weapon, but okay. You gotta love Elden Ring hitboxes. But let's just try to get him. Oh, no need, I actually broke his guard. GG. Now, next guy. I actually fought this guy more than once. First he comes with the backhands, which is fine. He's gonna go blind spot very shortly, I'm sure. There you go. Gotta avoid those hits. Avoid that as well. Oh, another blind spot. That's fine. Here we go. That's my chance. Managed to get the poison. And then I finish him off with a simple R1. Now this guy, another person using the backhand, my god, they just are multiplying like rabbits, the amount of people using the backhand. Oh, blind spot, I'm surprised. There's gonna see another one, blind spot, that's cool. And another one, Jesus Christ. That's alright, I probably would do the same. Oh, or maybe not. And then another one. Jesus. At this point, what? 5, 6, 7 blind spots. GG, brother. Let go of that L2 for a minute. Next one. Here we go. We got ourselves someone also using a nice scythe. I think he's going to try to... that's what I thought. He's going to try to stun lock me with this thing. So I'm going to try to do the same. Oh my god. The damage. Let's take a look at that attack rate. 1063, of course. It was probably more if I checked earlier. But, here we go. I fought this guy a minute ago. Here he comes again with his massive great sword. Oh, I see. I have actually just done a build video with that. It's a nasty combo. Gotta stay away from that. I don't want to fall into those true combos with the stomp to R1 great sword. There we go. I can land some damage in there, get the poison going. Beautiful. And then we finish the fight now with running R1 to R1. The damage is just crazy. Once the poison procs, it's just insane. Alright, my friend, here we go. Moonlight Great Sword. Oh my god. Oh, alright. Wait a minute. Let me just try to land something. Nope. Okay. Okay, I misjudged that. I misjudged that. Oh, come on, let me do it. There you go. Oh my god, that was a mistake. Oh, no. Damn, that was very poorly timed by me. Terrible, terrible. Here we go. Try to outspace. Running R1 to R1. And that's a good fight. Next opponent is the same guy as before, but this time he comes with Radahn's great swords. Okay. That's a bit greedy. Nope, I got outspaced that. Lucky for me, the weapons are slow, so I should be able to react and get some damage going. 315 with the running R1, 630 with another one. Oh my god, he's already gone. Jesus. And there we go. Whoa, managed to dodge and then finish him with the rolling R1. Now this guy is going to be the quickest one of them all, because as I was buffing, he decided to do this spell. That was not a good idea, brother. What's with your HP? You got no HP, mate. Oh god, this build is fun. Again, I'll let you guys watch this last fight. If you haven't subscribed just yet, please, again, I ask that you consider doing so. It does help. Leave a like, share it with your friends. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio! 1063. Damn!